How you doing, America? How you doing? And the world. My name is Albert Torcaso. And any of you that subscribe to my YouTube page, you know about me and the guy with the bow tie. Well, I've been doing motivational speaking videos or motivational videos for the last couple of weeks now. And I talked about the willingness to discover new things, the willingness to learn. I'm shooting this at 9:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on August the 30th, 2017. And as you can see, I'm brighter than I usually am in the nighttime. And the reason is there's a setting on my camcorder that I generally never ever used. And if I had, I completely forgot of the effect, about the effects. With the lighting and this other setting and the backlight assistance and the intelligence on or intelligence composition, there are 4 different settings that I'm using right now. And as a result, look how much brighter I am. I know I'm a little dark still, but remember, without all these settings, how dark I was. And even with 3 of the 4. The point is this. I took the initiative literally minutes ago to see what the options were, and this is the result. I'm brighter. You can see me better. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of a little bit of a distance, about maybe 3-4 feet away from the camera, and I can actually see my goldish yellowish tie. And it looks like a gold yellow tie. Gold or yellow, depending on what you believe in. Now, that said, that is a lesson in and of itself. It is a lesson for me, for you, and frankly for the universe in a sense. Because it shows you when you are willing to dare to look at new things, to dare to try, to dare to explore, to dare to discover, good things and great things happen. Now, we are shooting on location, and it happens to be a part of the city. I'm on the North American continent, in the United States of America. I'm in the Commonwealth state of Pennsylvania, in the city of Pittsburgh, well, the county of Allegheny, the city of Pittsburgh, and the neighborhood of Oakland. And there are a lot of hospitals, so that's what you're hearing. I believe it's an ambulance, but I'll let you know in a minute. That's exactly what it was. They're on their way to one of the hospitals. Let us pray for the people in that ambulance that they will recover, or the people who will ultimately be in there, that they will have a healthy recovery. I want you to understand something here, though. Being open to discovery, going down a path that others will not go, doing things that others will not do, will grant you an abundance of knowledge, of wealth, of health, and happiness that you right now, you may not believe is possible. But I want you to know it's more than possible. And for those of you out there who've been watching a lot of my videos, you hear me tell you to call me, not to block your number, but to give me a call, not to make it private, but call me at 412-559-2731. I know there are some of you out there that want to, but you don't necessarily believe that I would take your call. I will, as long as it's not blocked. You might say to yourself, but you're not on the mountain yet, Albert. You talk a good game, but you're not on the mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, let me try to, through this medium, try to explain to you that me being on the mountain is now a given. It is as certain, if I live long enough, if the good Lord allows me to, it is as certain as the fact that we are on the planet Earth. It is as certain that there are automobiles, that there are wireless phones, wireless devices, computers, there is software, there are hospitals, there are cars, there are supermarkets. Whatever you need to identify with as reality, it is as certain as that reality that I will get there. It's that certain, not because of arrogance, not because I'm a great man, because all the glory goes to God. But it is certain because I will travel down that road that no one dare to go. I will do what is impossible, and I will achieve the impossible with God's help. There is nothing on earth that is truly impossible. If it were, you wouldn't be hearing this, because video cameras and camcorders would never have existed. Telephones never would have existed. Computers never would have existed. Facebook and YouTube and everything that we do every day and take for granted never would have existed. If anything was impossible, light bulbs never would have existed. International travel, cross-country or international travel by boat would never have existed. By plane would never have existed. My point to you, my friends, is if you have doubt as to your greatness in you, which Les Brown says, if you have a doubt as to the genius in you, which I, Albert Torcaso, say, let there be no doubt. Let there be no doubt. You have genius in you, but you must pull it out. You have to sometimes sacrifice. I could be home resting right now instead of a mile or 3 or 5 miles away from home. I could be eating my dinner. I haven't even eaten yet tonight. I could be relaxing, and that could be relaxing. But yet and still, I have this to do and other things. I tell you this, I will reach that mountain, but I want you to reach it as well. And as a matter of fact, I want you to reach the mountain with me. Yes, you. That's why I tell you to do this and do that. Or think about becoming a network marketer, or opening an online store, or joining me with one of my organizations in how we help people and also work to earn a living. Look, I'm going to be very blunt with you. There's no need for you to fear, because you can do it. And even if you were to fail, what have you really lost? A person can go bankrupt, but they can also recover. But if we do not walk down that path, if we do not give it a try, if we do not study to be that doctor, if we do not study to be that rocket scientist, that engineer, or whatever it may be, if we do not fight for justice and be an activist if that's what we want to be, if we do not dare to do what others have never done, we will not achieve what others have never achieved. Let us never forget our former president, Barack Obama. He was the president for 8 years. That was an achievement that nobody expected him to be able to do. When the president ran for office, he was only a junior senator. It was absolutely unheard of that a junior senator would actually campaign to be the president. And then he was not a Caucasian. He was an African American, or he had mixed blood. Absolutely unheard of. Nobody ever even considered that before. But Barack Obama, somewhere in his brain, said, you know what? It may be impossible, but no one will define me except for me. And as a result, he won. And he made this country safer. And he made this country more prosperous. And he even helped to save lives through members of Congress who did bring about the Affordable Health Care Act. He achieved greatness when nobody thought he could. Well, maybe nobody thinks you can either. Maybe you don't think you can. But God thinks you can. God knows you can. And so does Albert Torcaso. Yes, I do. I know you. I know how you feel. I know the troubles you've been through. I know the heartache, maybe you witnessed friends dying. You've been treated badly because of who you look like or who you were. I know all that. I've been through pain. But we are not going to let the universe define us. We will define us. Now I'm going to end this video, but you had better believe I'm going to do another video about defining yourself, because you are a person with genius in you.